Santa Fe has a new mayor this morning. Democrat Javier Gonzalez has won the mayor's race in Santa Fe. Gonzalez used to be the head of the state Democratic Party. He now takes over for Mayor David Koss, who endorsed him.
But in Rio Rancho, it is a different story to tell. There will be a special runoff election for mayor because no candidate got 50% of the votes. Gregory Hull took in 43% and Michael Williams on the right there got 29%. So those two will face off April 15th.
Looking for all the election results, there is a new way to find them this year. The Secretary of State put the races on her website. We have posted a link on our website. Just head to KRQE.com. An Albuquerque website meant to provide you with all sorts of public information apparently has some very old information.
It's called ABQ View, and it's one of Mayor Richard Berry's pet projects. You can go there and you can find out how much city workers are paid, how the city spends its money, and some other public info. But on part of the website, a lot of the data is out of date. For example, we checked this out, found the latest information on the number of people who use the Sunport is back from 2011. In all, we found information from 4 city departments: solid waste, family and community services, environmental health, and aviation, all old. The city says our questions about the out-of-date data are prompting a change.
We have already contacted the departments to get the information so that we can get the site updated within the next couple weeks.
In the future, the city plans on automatically updating the website so something like this does not happen again.
2 oil field workers are recovering this morning after being badly burned in a natural gas well fire. It happened near Counselor, which is in northwest New Mexico. This is video from Sky News 13 of crews putting out the fire. The men were servicing the natural gas well when they hit a gas pocket and an engine backfired, sparking the fire. 1 worker was treated and released. The other is still in the hospital, but is expected to be okay.
The Lobo fan who caused problems during the Lobo Aztec game last month at the pit has been banned from the pit and all sporting events for UNM for a whole year. This is that fan who security yanked from his seat after the Lobos beat the Aztec 2 weeks ago. And angered Coach Neal right here singled out the fan who threw a cup of ice as players were leaving the court. Coach Neal was not happy there. UNM is still looking for the fan who threw this bottle of water at a San Diego State player as he walked up the tunnel. We now know more about an investigation into some questionable spending by a UNM student bar association.
Yes, questions began to surface about the group's off-campus account this fall when new board members found the suspicious charges. An internal audit conducted by UNM shows that nearly $16,000 in questionable charges were made. Some include a purchase of alcohol or 2 and jewelry at Tiffany's. There were also payments to an insurance company and to utility companies. The Student Bar Association does not have such bills. A UNM spokesperson says it is not unusual, though, for groups to have their own outside accounts, and adds that the university does not have oversight of the accounts for fraudulent spending. UNM police will, though, investigate if any criminal activity took place in this case. The student group says the person responsible is no longer a board member. A horse rescue group says it was recently trying to rescue an underweight horse with visible injuries, but the state says that the horse was doing just fine and recovering from previous abuse under the care of a new owner.
So is this a case of animal cruelty, or is it simply a big misunderstanding? The New Mexico Livestock Board says this horse got hurt in a dog attack when the horse had a different owner, and the board says the horse was never in any danger.
We have statements from Roosevelt County Sheriff's officers that he had been caring for the horse, and the horse was in fine shape, and the horse had feed and water in front of it.
The Livestock Board took the horse from Rangers Legacy Equine Rescue and gave it back to its owner. Equine Rescue and a group called New Mexico Against Horse Slaughter have started a smear social media campaign against the state, saying it has failed taxpayers. The Livestock Board says an inspector now checks on the horse a few times a week.
A dog found shot several times and left to die in Santa Fe is doing much better and could soon have a home. Some teens who were out four-wheeling last week came across Lily on La Tierra trails. They picked her up and got her some help. A wound on her paw was so bad that she had to have her leg amputated. Officials at the Santa Fe Animal Shelter say Lily continues to improve daily. The pup had to have surgery. The teens who found her have been visiting her, and now one of them says he would like to adopt her. It's been about 8 years since the last jaguar was sighted here in New Mexico, and now federal wildlife officials are hoping setting aside critical habitat here in Arizona, and they're hoping that that will boost the population. Right now, biologists are only aware of one male that frequents southern Arizona. Officials say part of the land that will include Hidalgo County in New Mexico's Boot Heel is included there. Jaguars were placed on the federal endangered species list back in 1997. Its entire range stretches from here into South Africa. South America, excuse me.
South America. 507 now. If your home is in foreclosure or about to go there, you can go get some free help today in Albuquerque. Just go to the courthouse downtown on Lomas and 4th between 10 and 1. Bring all your paperwork with you. Bernalillo County Volunteer Attorney Program and the Second Judicial Pro Bono Committee are putting on the clinic. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. They have interpreters for folks who need them.